I'm going to be telling you the truth today about actually manifesting over 6 figures per month, or any figure that you desire. This was a goal of mine for quite a long time, for years, as a matter of fact. I only got as high as about 50,000, and I thought, this is bullshit. This manifestation bullshit doesn't work. This money manifestation bullshit definitely doesn't work. I want to talk to you today about the main things that changed this entire experience for me. These changes took place before I was able to create anything. This didn't happen after the fact. This happened before the fact. It was a cause of why I was able to bring things in. My biggest transformation is the way that I wield personal power. Why I was able to do what I did was due to personal power. Personal power. That's the key. Personal power. Let me explain. My personal power has increased to the degree that I do not need external circumstances to validate where I say we're going. I can instead confidently hold the energy of where I am deciding to go. I can confidently hold the energy of where I am deciding to go. We love to have evidence to prove that what we want is reasonable and attainable. It's a form of like validation. Like you need validation from the outside circumstance, from the outside world. I do not care anymore what things currently look like. I do not need to see evidence. I don't need to see evidence. I no longer care about what things look like at all. I do not care what the things look like on the outside anymore. I do not care about seeking external validation. I just don't mother effing care, because I understand the principles, how energy works. Like I get it. This is what being able to hold personal power means. It means that you are not affected by the outside circumstances. You no longer check the external circumstances for feedback or validation. You exclusively exhibit self-trust. You exclusively live through your own experience and you trust yourself. This is an incremental process. You can't forget. That's why the personal power is the staying power. And it gives you the staying power that you need in order to architect of what happens next in your life. Because as you hold that power, the same things are happening outside. Nothing has changed outside. You still see the same type of circumstances that you're in, the same bank account, the same whatever. Maybe you get small changes here and there, but nothing to the degree of what you're asking for at this point. But you just keep going. You just keep holding the vibe, knowing it's going to come, and you realize why it's taking the time that it's taking, because incrementally you learn the lessons that you need to learn in order to be that person. Next, I identify the ideas and habits that keep me stuck and I reframe them. I am consistently monitoring where I feel limited, where I feel like something is not possible, and I'm consciously choosing another way. Now, of course, you're always going to get distracted and go back to like feeling bad or feeling like it's not working, but this is also where personal power comes into play, because you need to bring that back to what you're choosing, what you're deciding, what energy you're choosing instead, with like complete peace of mind. From that point, I create affirmations to now challenge whatever the current pattern is saying. I consistently raise my standards for everything that exists in my life. I raise my standards for how my business gets to go. I raise my standards for how my relationships get to go. I raise my standards about how easy my life should be. I raise my standards of what exists around me in my physical reality that needs to be upgraded or improved or replaced, etc. I'm consistently reinvesting in myself as I notice where things don't align with the new identity of where I'm going. I'm the boss of money. Money is subordinate to me. Money does not want to be the boss. Money is a bad fucking boss. You have to be the boss of money. I decide where it comes from, how much needs to come in, when it's coming in, where it's coming from. I no longer decide what I get to have based on what I think money is going to do. That just doesn't exist in my reality anymore. Money desires to be the subordinate. Money is not the boss of me. I am the boss of money. Money desires to be subordinate. The future and the past literally do not exist. This was kind of a crazy concept, but so I really resonated with the idea that literally nothing else exists. And we are literally just on repeat, reliving always very similar experiences. So I really resonated with the idea that the future and the past literally do not exist. The future and the past are not real. And I know I obviously have heard this a bajillion times, but something about being able to wield the level of personal power that I'm talking about here is really getting in touch with that concept of the fact that nothing else exists. Before you, after you, nothing, and everyone still continues to live the same types of experiences for their entire life. That is completely fascinating, because if you were to just swap brains with someone, it'd be a different experience completely. You realize how malleable things are, and you start to have a little bit of a sense of urgency too, because you're you don't have the luxury of wasting all this time. At a certain point, you're no, I want to fully enjoy my entire experience for as long as possible. So it's if the future doesn't exist, why isn't money just pouring in constantly? Do you know what I mean? Why isn't money just pouring in constantly? Why wouldn't I decide that that's happening? Why am I deciding that the status quo is going to happen? So it really wasn't until I fully resonated with that concept, got that concept and applied that concept. It was it enhances your power, because you just have that much more confidence in yourself and where you can go, what could be next for you. Moving past resistance and I'll just say resistance, moving past resistance. If you know any of my other work, you know that I'm in love with EFT tapping. But now that I have cleared so much bull crap, shit, garbage out of my subconscious, now I can kind of just choose another option. But before, when I had a bunch of limiting beliefs, a bunch of noise in the subconscious, I couldn't just choose. I feel now, for the majority of the time, the day-to-day resistances, I can just say, no, I'm good. I'm going to choose the thing I want. You kind of acknowledge that it's there, but you're just it's an option, but it's not what I'm going to be pursuing. It's an option. Of course, I can see the energy moving that way, but I'm going to actually continue to stay on this train instead. And this comes from this should come from a very peaceful place. It's not coming from a place that feels forced or anxious or anything like that. It's really just you're ordering a coffee. I'm going to get this instead of that. It's really in a very detached way. And I was really able to master this. One of the last things is a deep self-trust, just a knowing of that I can trust myself, that I trust my experience, and that I trust my intentions, my instincts. I trust myself. There's a self-trust. It's I trust my experience, because you probably subconsciously do not trust yourself if in any way, shape, or form feel you bound to not make it or bound to fail. If you have a very pessimistic outlook on life, there's a good chance that you at least believe on some level that it's not okay for you to have the thing. You're not worthy of the thing. And that's it. Those are the however many things that was on the list that I personally had to change before I was able to make 6 figures per month. I hope this was helpful for you. Please subscribe if you learned something today. Subscribe to my newsletter in the description box. And I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Love you. Bye.